I called today, Peter, and you were away. I look out over Patalic and over Ding Dong and Levant and over the Jasper Sea. Find me a thermal to speak and soar to you from, over Lanyon Coit, and the circling stones standing high on the moor above Gurnard's Head, where some time 3 foxglove summers ago you came. The days are shortening over little park owls. The poet or painter steers his life to maim himself somehow for the job. His job is love, imagined into words, or paint to make an object that will stand and will not move. You know, we're walking in footsteps here of some great giants in the art world, that Peter Lanyon, Hepworth, Nicholson, that have walked across this landscape and made it their own. And we constantly remind of this, the mining and the industry really that was here, and now in a way we're looking at this sort of bones of the landscapes and making our own, as artists working now, making our own work in response to that. I'm quite interested in the stories that have unfolded since I've been coming swimming here, and the building over there, the rusty kind of iron building, is what's left of a warehouse where the dynamite was stored, and it's called Dynamite Quay, and that was used in the mining. And I suppose I kind of thought that maybe it blew up and that's why there isn't a building there anymore, but I love the fact that there's that old ship there as well, and it's sort of ghosts from the past in a way of this industrial quay. And there goes the train. Just trying to think how I can... Ooh. I didn't realise you could pace your work, and it wasn't till I was left for 4 years really painting in Umbria on my own, and no one looking over my shoulder, no deadlines, that I really felt I got underneath this body of work and really was able to have that luxury of time in a way of expanding a group of works eventually for an exhibition, but I had this 4-year gap to you know, as I said, luxury of working in that time, and that really set like a light bulb moment off, that if we give ourselves a structure to the time, a structure to our delegated painting time, that we can achieve great things in a way. And I've adopted that now and later on. You know, if I say this chunk of time, this is my moment, and that's it, and that's fine. If it's only a day, it's only a day, but if it's a month, then great. So I'm kind of teasing this imagery out of the marks that are already there. It's a little bit like a game of chess, and there's a move that will be next. The thing is, on a hot day like this, the paint's going to dry very, very quickly. Quite like a drip. And it's this sort of layering forward and pushing backwards that I'm interested in. searching for one that'll help me. I think this one. That helpful phrase from Norman Adams, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It made me have belief that you're allowed to step back and evaluate your own work. I hadn't really thought about that. It had been, what did the tutor say? What exhibition to go and look at? What can you do next? Whereas this don't put your eggs all in one basket gave me a chance to stop and look back at my work myself and think, what eggs need to be in what baskets then, you know? I think this was a demo from one of the courses I did, yeah. But then it's become the you know, where we're going, so up onto the hills. It's not finished really, so it's hard to say what it is yet. It hasn't found its family. When I come up here with the students and it's a bit overwhelming, this massive landscape, and we sort of break it down into chunks. And I get them to do drawings in sections, and then we simplify those drawings into 5 or 3 lines. And once we came up here, and as you come up to the top of the hill, this beautiful landscape unfolds, and I said about doing the 5 lines, and this woman said, "Oh, don't be so ridiculous," because just look at it, you know. How would you choose your 5? So I always think of her as well. And I have a very personal connection to this hill as well myself, because I used to come here with my dad many times, walking a friend's dog. And when I knew he was on his way out, he was dying, I didn't have enough time to drive up to Cheshire to be with him. And so I knew I could come to this hill and feel close to him, and I did really feel close. In the last few hours he was here. I walked up the hill and came and stood here, and when I got to the top, a beautiful rainbow just came in the sky like that, and then sort of as fast as it came, it disappeared again. And I knew he was okay. I knew there was a connection. And now if I want to come and be near him, I come up here. It feels right to be close to him up on this hill. And that's where I go full circle back to that idea of a diary. You know, you write a diary to look back on important moments in your life, and in a way paintings are like that, because you're using those important moments or sad moments or happy moments through that language of for me, for landscape painting. I think Howard Hodgkin painted portraits of friends through his abstract landscapes or interiors as well. So he's got these series of paintings about particular friendships and friends he had, but they're done in his unique style, but they're of, you know, they'll be called Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, and they're portraits like that.